Well, hello, everyone. We are now going to be in game number 2 of this clan war. Right now, VP Gamers is behind, and we're going to see if Frisky's going to go ahead and take a game off of Think Quick's tQorGETSLAMT. TQ is the tag for Think Quick, and we do have VP for the tag for VP Gamers. So this is going to be a cool game. Right now, this is a part of the PTGL, which is a nice league for teams, not just individual players. So it's always good to have those happen, just up the team status themselves. We'll see if Think Quick can actually get a all kill or not. Right now, it's just one game out of 4. We'll see exactly how it plays out. But Frisky, you have to deal with the randomness of GetSlampt, but with GetSlampt spawning as Protoss, this could be interesting in PvP. When a random player is in a mirror matchup, it's always considered that they are a little bit behind, but GetSlampt has played so many games, and the fact that he has to play 3 times the amount of games in every matchup to get every matchup as a normal player, he might actually have that down. So we'll see exactly how strong his PvP is going to be. We're going to see whether the guys decide to forgate or do something else, because you can sometimes get away with something along the lines of a Forge Fast Expand. On this map, we saw Jesuabs try and do that against Naniwa in the TSL 3 or some kind of Forge expansion. I forget exactly how it went down, but he did try and wall off, but Naniwa just busted up the front and just literally walked right by it. We'll see exactly if that's if that or not be the case, but Frisky's immediately not going to be doing that because he has a similar down, and looking back at GetSlampt's base, looking exactly the same. The simulator's down. Slightly behind, and you can see that the timers are pretty similar, identical timers on the gateways, but a pound's coming out for VP's Frisky, so it's not exactly perfectly mirrored, but it's pretty much the same. Not really anything of note quite yet. Unless we can see that there's going to be a unit difference. Nope, the probes are coming out at exactly the same time. Though actually somehow, oh no, GetSlampt is ahead of one. So somehow if it was 18 and 17, GetSlampt looks like just chrono boosting out another probe or more than Frisky. We can see GetSlampt's chrono boost could be used right now, but it's just got there. Frisky's actually a little higher. It's at this. No, yeah, now it's on the same energy because he's chrono boosted out more. But this is going to be interesting to see that we have both guys with the second guys are going down, so we probably are not going to be seeing 4-gate versus 4-gate at the very least. Looks like we're going to see a tech build come out of both, whether it's going to be Robo or Blink Stalkers, DTs, or something else. It remains to be seen. But luckily, we're at the very time of seeing 4-gate versus 4-gate. There's going to be the first guys being thrown down, and this guys are all 3 are mining now. Zealot's getting chrono boosted out though from GetSlampt. I don't know if he's just trying to get out his Stalker next as fast as he can. He actually does something for it, but he's not going for it quite yet. It looks like he wants to throw on something with this probe, but it's going to be a Stargate. So I just completely said the possibilities wrong, as GetSlampt is showing me you're going Stargate. The question is, Void Rays or Phoenixes? Phoenixes are a very strong choice in PvP, though some guys do want to go for the DPS of a Void Ray. The problem is, with a round or 2 of Warpins of Stalkers, generally Void Rays can get taken care of. But if GetSlampt can get out a solid force of Phoenixes against the possible Colossi of VP's Frisky, this could be dicey for Frisky. We did see actually another TSL game that really showed the power of Phoenixes in PvP. I think it was Cruncher versus Naniwa or something along those lines. I think it was actually on this map too. So let's watch this, and we do see immediately a Phoenix being thrown down. So GetSlampt using one of my favorite units. I love the Phoenix. They're so much fun to watch. They attack while moving and can make ground units flying. I'm kind of waiting to see somebody try and use this defensively, like if they're get hit by Zealots to lift off like a Stalker or something in order to keep it alive, and then warping reinforcements and attack. I really want to see somebody utilize that, but unfortunately I can't play right now, so I can't do that. But they were seeing the probe getting taken out. I think GetSlampt did actually manage to see. Yep, we saw the Robo. Very nice. So he knows exactly what's happening. Chrono boosting out these Phoenixes are going to be great. Once it gets like 3 or 4, you should maybe want to do a little bit of harassment, but right now you can see that the Stargate has not been scouted by Frisky. Though he is working on getting out an observer that will show him exactly what's going on. But GetSlampt might be able to expand behind the Phoenix pressure in order to really take advantage of his mobility and the fact that he can always pick off units while Frisky tries to move out. It looks like, yep, there's 3. This is the minimum number to go ahead and one-shot probes when you lift them off. So he has a guaranteed 3 kills if he does this correctly with the 3 graviton beams that he has. Just be careful not to overextend himself. There it is, 1 kill down, 2 kills are down, and it will be a 3rd one. Yes, there it is, and it's going to retreat and hopefully not take any hull damage. Looking at this, yep. 40 shields, 0 shields. 12 damage was taken on one of the Phoenixes, but that's perfectly fine. Another one is there, and GetSlammed is now behind in the probe count. Wow, so he's just not having as many probes as Frisky. Frisky's really having to have a strong economy, but now with these Stalkers in a good defensive position, we could just go ahead and see GetSlammed to actually lose the Phoenix if he tries to be overzealous with taking out probes in this line. Right now, Blink is going down. Looks like Frisky's completely abandoned going Colossi with this Robo and go Blink Stalkers instead. This might be the perfect choice because Colossi can easily get picked off. That was one of the reasons why Cruncher was able to win in that PvP on this map when Phoenixes was because of the fact that the opponent went Colossi. I want to say it was Naniwa. I'm almost 99% certain it was Naniwa. Alright, so now you're seeing a lot of Blink Stalkers, and with the Observer out in this Robo, it's going to allow Frisky to do things like harassing and blinking on the high ground, but now we're seeing probes getting taken out, but there's the Blink, and GetSlammed is going to go ahead and lose a Phoenix. That is not good. One Phoenix is gone. The Phoenix numbers are really important to keep high. If you lose too many, this build is fragile and you will lose. There's not really many ways to sugarcoat that, but GetSlammed is getting a good solid standing army, but it's being scouted completely by Frisky. And actually, we're seeing an expansion being thrown down by Frisky too. So he's definitely playing for the economy. He's behind the food count. Somebody look at the worker count is now even. It is dead even with the harassment that's been done by GetSlammed. And GetSlammed's Expo is behind, but he should actually be aware of it with these Phoenixes. Did he scout this? It seems like he has. He knows exactly what's happening. He's basically seen everything in the base. All these buildings, except for the new ones that were just put down, have been completely scouted by GetSlammed, which is a matter of whether or not he can really make use of this information to push up the front. He does have this unit lead. The Phoenixes are going to be interesting, and in lifting off the Stalkers, it's going to be huge if GetSlammed can take out those, but there's a canceling all the Nexus. GetSlammed has a probe down there waiting to get his own expansion, but it looks like here we're going to see the engagement out of it, but no Guardian Shield's actually up right now, and there the Phoenix is going to lift off a couple Stalkers, but the problem is that this Guardian Shield is not hitting a lot of the Stalkers that are actually getting attacked, or I don't know what's going on, I'm saying things incorrectly. But the Phoenix are actually getting targeted down. GetSlammed might be able to push up the front and do some damage. Units are warping and GetSlammed targeted down one. But again, this is really, really close, but GetSlammed might actually have enough. He's got the Zealots to tank hits, and Stalkers are still alive. The Sentry is still there as well. GetSlammed might be able to do damage. He's targeting down the pylons, wants to unpower things, but he's got to be careful with his separating his army. Frisky does have the Blink available if he really wants to use it, but GetSlammed's got to get attacking to the Stalkers. He's got to kill that army. Good Guardian Shield is now up, but oh no, Frisky's got to Zealot up in the front. Attacking GetSlammed Stalkers is continuing to do a lot of damage, as GetSlammed has a large lead in the Stalkers. It looks like he might be able to actually take advantage of this little lead that he has, but there is going to be probes being pulled off the line. Looking really solid for GetSlammed. He's now in the mineral line. What is he doing in this entire time? He's actually not expanding. He's sending in more reinforcements using the proxy pylons that he has, but he's now wrecking this mineral line even more. Even though he doesn't have any Phoenixes still alive, he's able to lift off Phoenix, and there's GG from Frisky. So GetSlammed right now is up 2-0 in this ThinkQuick versus VP clan war. So very nice play from him.